Hello and welcome to Firearm Freedom. This is going to be another upgrades video, and the gun that we're looking at in today's upgrades video is of course my Beretta 1301 Tactical. There are no sponsors for this video. If you want to help out my channel, of course subscribe if you like no BS and unbiased reviews. And also, I am really getting the B channel ramped up lately. The B channel is just FF Lifestyle. I'll throw a card up in the corner of the screen now, and of course a link down in the description below. Only about 200 subs over on that B channel. So if you want to help out, give it a subscribe and stay tuned for some vlog and fun action sports related content and possibly some random reviews of non-firearm related products in the very near future. Back on the table again with the 1301 Tactical. You guys remember, if you haven't already seen it, it's out there on my channel, my first impressions video of the 1301, and I was just really not impressed with the factory furniture. There was a few other complaints that I had, the Cerakote being one of them. And the factory furniture was truly awful. The handguard was okay. The pistol grip stock, one of the worst I've ever felt on a shotgun. So, although I didn't necessarily mind the factory handguard, it still left a little bit to be desired in overall feel. But what I did appreciate about that factory polymer was just how aggressive the texturing was. That was really cool, and I did like the fact that it had an M-LOK section. But overall, the factory furniture truly made this shotgun feel cheap. And it is not a cheap shotgun. These things are coming in at like $1,800 now. And I wanted the shotgun to feel like an $1,800 shotgun, and unfortunately, it just did not. So, of course, I reached out to my friends at Midwest Industries. Full disclosure, they did send me this furniture set. And like every other review I've done involving a Midwest Industries product, they have never asked me to say anything about their products, positive or negative. All they've ever wanted is to hear exactly what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling about their stuff at the range. And I actually, probably the day before you are watching this, did an interview finally with Midwest Industries in person. I'm finding all of these like lost SHOT Show videos that I've uploaded this week. That's just stuff that I have completely forgotten about and realized on my hard drive that, oh, I never actually published those. So enjoy those random SHOT Show videos. But we did talk about this furniture in that, and now I can follow it up with a review. This is the Midwest Industries 1301 handguard that we're rocking on here. I have an HRT AWLS light up here in the front, and this is a really cool light. This is the more compact version with the really easy kind of nipple thing on the back there that you can get to and easily actuate. And I was running all throughout this video the Midwest Industries grip panels that you can get additionally with most of their handguards now. They do just sell these separately as well. I believe these are basically a Hogue product that, you know, Midwest Industries is kind of featuring on theirs in this partnership. I did not have enough to fill completely all the slots around in the section that I wanted to, so I kind of like dispersed them to exactly where my fingers would be as I'm grabbing with my standard firing position, and it actually worked really well. I like these little tiny grip scales. They're pretty cool, and they're made of G10, super rough, aggressive, and kind of the star of the show is the Midwest Industries 1301 stock. Now, if you guys remember from my Henry X upgrades video that I did with their furniture, this stock is very similar to all of their lever gun stocks. It's essentially the exact same stock for how it works. They've just kind of modified it for the 1301. Now, I wish I could show you guys proper installation of this because it was a little bit interesting. I had to look up a few videos. but I cannot, unfortunately, any longer on YouTube. Now, you basically have this like long rat tail in the back on the factory pistol grip stock, and I believe on the standard rifle grip stock as well. You got to kind of like get some pliers around there and thread it out. Mine was not terribly tight in there, but I have heard some of them are given quite a few issues, so just kind of be ready for that. Once you get that piece off, the stock is a breeze to install, not difficult in any way, shape, or form, and it's pretty nice. This stock completely changed the feeling of the shotgun itself. I mean, truly, it finally made this thing feel, the stock and the forend for that matter, like an $1,800 shotgun. That is now how the shotgun feels when I pick it up. You pick it up and you're like, man, this thing is a nice shotgun. It's got a nice amount of weight to it. That's the other gripe that I had about the factory furniture. It's way too light. And on a shotgun, light is not what you want to go with, because it's just going to make follow-up shots that much more difficult, and it's going to make the recoil that much more felt. So I never understood why people want to go like ultra light on a shotgun. It just doesn't make much sense to me. This adds a little bit of weight, but it also does not add an excessive amount so that you just can't even wield it at the range. It's still pretty good. Now, as far as looks go, this is not generally my preference on a shotgun. You guys know I love a mixture pretty much on all my guns, but especially shotguns, a kind of mixture of cool wood mixed with modern practical. Having just kind of your cookie cutter vet bro Instagram tactical shotgun of the modern 2025 era, it doesn't really do a whole lot for me in the way of looks. It just kind of looks like every other 1301 out there. But I gotta say, shooting this shotgun at the range with this stock on it, truly, I don't know what black magic they got going on back here, but the ergos of the way and angle that your hand is placed is perfect. It's almost like a mixture between a Magpul SGA and a standard kind of traditional shotgun stock. It's like a perfect amount in between those two, and I really, really enjoyed it. For me, the length of pole just perfect on this shotgun, no issues at all. It's not too short to where you're having a difficult time controlling the shotgun, but it's not too long, so it's hard to get in kind of that ready up position. It was truly excellent. Now, as far as the side saddle goes, I have had these shotgun shells in here for probably about like 3 weeks-ish, and they're getting a little bit easier to maneuver back and forth. I think this is definitely, as far as ideal positions of extra ammunition, this is probably the least ideal for speed, but on a shotgun, I'll take whatever I can get when it comes to extra ammunition. So usually my preference would be to have a side saddle on the side of the receiver, and then sometimes I also run ammunition on the stock itself on the opposing side. The only thing I don't like necessarily about doing this is if you have to switch to your non-dominant side, obviously that's going to be a major problem, and at the end of the day, you're just not going to be able to do that. So if that is something that you're worried about or you think you need to do, definitely I would say hold off on the side saddle here for your extra ammunition. Now, as far as the handguard goes, this was actually surprisingly easy to install. I thought this would be the hardest thing, but that was like 2 minutes. It was just on there, good to go, and this is excellent. This is probably my favorite upgrade for the 1301. I do like the Langdon heat shield wire mitigation thing that they have. That thing looks pretty cool with the Midwest handguard. Those two things combined are pretty nice. But I was not having any issues getting this thing angled up and centered properly on the rail, and it gives you a lot of mounting capability. I am not one of those guys to put any sort of a grip up here on my handguards of shotguns. I just don't think if you're running a shotgun properly, you want to have a grip like that. Doing the proper push-pull method, something like these little grip scales are actually ideally all you would have on a shotgun. Now, I do like the ability to get a white light way high up there and out of the way. So that is a really cool feature. You can also utilize the M-LOK slots on the magazine tube slash barrel mount thing and sling adapter up here if you want to. So that is still a possibility, but this furniture set was absolutely bomb-proof. No complaints whatsoever, and overall, I think it's an incredible upgrade to the shotgun. I'm gonna be doing more videos on this particular shotgun in the very near future as I get a couple hundred more rounds downrange through it and give you guys my final overall thoughts. But that is going to wrap up this video. If you guys have any other questions about this shotgun or anything else on the channel, throw them down below in the comment section. I will do my best to get back to you. While you're down there, head up to the description for the ways to support the channel. And as always, stay tuned for more great videos coming soon.